Alright, in this video we're going to look at the third way we're going to use Inventor on this particular project, and that's to create drawing sheets. Once again, you can open up all of your puzzle parts if you want. You don't have to. You can bring them in right from Google Drive if you have your Drive file stream downloaded onto your computer. I'm gonna open this. I could click this link to start a new drawing, or I'm going to go to File, New, just hover over it, and then come down and over to Drawing. This will bring up the drawing sheet, like a blank drawing sheet. I've got a border going around here, and I've got this is called a title block, or an ANSI title block for this particular sheet. And I will say that drawing sheets a lot of times are very large to fit lots of details and things like that. For our assignment, because we're going to do drawing sheets of just our individual puzzle cubes, we can go with a much smaller sheet of paper, and we're going to do size A, which is a normal 8.5 by 11. So the way we're going to change that is to right click on sheet 1 over here in our browser, and I'm going to go to Edit Sheet, and for size, hit the drop down, change this to A, sorry. Change this to A, that'll be your 8.5 by 11. Click OK. When I do that, you can see the title block that was for that really, really big sheet is now way too big for this piece of paper. So I am going to hit the resources. Well, actually, let's delete that first. So I'm going to right click on the ANSI large title block and delete it, and then open up your resources, and you should see title blocks, and there is ANSI for an A size sheet, or the title block for the A size sheet. And I'm gonna say insert. There, that's better. Now we got more room for our piece to fit in here. Alright, so when we do this, we're gonna drop in our part, and we're gonna drop in the front view, and then we'll project the other views off of it, very similar to how we hand drew our pieces. So I'm going to click on Base. This is going to be our base view, or our front view. And I am going to click this little magnifying glass. This is our browsing folder. And I'm going to browse to my Google file stream, my drive, and I'm going to, let's do my yellow part. So I'm going to bring in my yellow part, open. Okay, now you'll see my yellow part. This is already oriented in the front view, according to how I drew it in Inventor. I want to check my scale. You want to make sure this is 1:1. If it's not, hit the drop down arrow and select 1:1. And everything else probably is okay. As I bring this over, I can drag inside these green spots, or inside the green like little crop lines. I'm going to drag this down to the lower left hand of my piece of paper, and you can see that it's my front view. And then I'm going to I'm not dragging anything, I'm just moving my cursor directly up, and you'll see kind of a ghosted outline of another piece. I'm going to left click there, and I'm going to come down to my front, and I'm just going to kind of move my mouse to the right side and left click there. So now you can see this is my top view, my front view, and my right side view. The last view that you guys should be comfortable with is our ISO view, and that goes in the upper right hand corner. So come back to your front, and I'm going to come up to the corner here, and I'm going to drop the isometric. So there you have it in 3 clicks. You've got all your views. Go ahead and click OK. When you click OK, they just turn back into black lines. When I drag my front view, I can move these things over, but you'll always notice that it'll be perfectly aligned with your other pieces. Okay, I want my isometric view to be in color, so I am going to right click inside of my ISO view, and I'm going to say Edit View, and I'm going to click this box that says Shaded. Just click that and click OK, and now that one will stay colored while the rest of them will be lines Oh, and you'll even see where the hidden line is dotted, so it even located that. The last thing that I want to do on my drawing sheet before I'm done is I want to put dimensions on this. So I'm going to go up here to annotate and dimension. With the dimension highlighted, I can start clicking two lines, boom, boom, and that will give me the dimensions between those two lines. All right, so I can drop that in there. This will pop up every time. It gets kind of annoying. You can click OK or cancel, whatever, but I'm going to uncheck this box and click OK. That way it doesn't pop up again. My dimension stays on. I'm going to click all the way across and drop that on there. So this is fully dimensioned, this side right here. It gives me the full dimension, gives me this dimension, and therefore I also know this dimension. I want to put my dimensions between my two views. I don't need to put those same dimensions over here because I have those dimensions right there. I'm going to dimension this block on this side, here, and here. I'll pull that one out, and then I'll click here and here, pull that out, and that'll give me those dimensions as far as that goes. And then I'm going to dimension the depth of my block as well. I'll dimension here and here, and dimension here and here. Okay, and those correspond with these dimensions as well. So I have my side-to-side dimension, my depth dimension, and my top-to-bottom dimension. You can choose which view those fit best on, but that's it. If you want to put your name and title, how you do that is the file, go down to iProperties. Not sure why that popped up, and then click on Summary. This will allow you to put your name here. Probably says Loc User on yours. I'm going to put my name, I think. Well, it's not letting me put that in there. Let me try that again. I don't know, I didn't read the error message. Okay, well, I am not sure why I'm getting that error. You would enter the title there and your name, and then that would populate into your title block. If you're getting the same error, don't worry about it. We can handwrite those things in after you print them out as well. All right, that's all there is to it. You'll create a drawing sheet for each one of your 5 parts the same exact way.